Hey loves, welcome to Timeless Twin Flame Guidance. My name is Blue. If you're new here, welcome to the channel and thank you so much for joining our spiritual community today. If you are already subscribed here, welcome back my dear friend. It's always a blessing to connect with you again. Alright, so let's go ahead and get into tonight's message, which I'm really excited to share with you all. Let's pull from the Energy Oracle deck and see exactly what messages need to come through about your situation right now. Let's get into it. Whoever I'm connecting with today, you are dealing with a master manipulator. The energy I'm receiving is crystal clear. This person has been operating from a place of complete deception. This is someone who played games, not just any games, but the kind where they thought they could control you, your emotions, and the entire situation. And trust me, they've done this before. This is their pattern. They manipulate, twist the truth, and keep people on a string just to feed their own ego. Let me know if this resonates because I'm picking up on someone who really thought they could get away with this. But here's where they messed up. They couldn't fool you. You saw through them, even when they tried to wear a mask, even when they put on their best act. Your intuition picked up on the real story. They might have convinced other people, but they couldn't hide from you, and deep down that scared them. Right now, this person is stuck in their old ways, emotionally immature, selfish, and completely out of alignment. They only think about themselves, and they only show empathy when it benefits them. And what's interesting is, if you were to ask the people around them, their exes, their past connections, you'd hear the same story. They leave a trail of damage wherever they go. It's a cycle, and it all comes down to one thing. They don't know how to truly care for anyone but themselves. But here's the twist. You were different, and that's exactly why they're struggling right now. This person carries an energy that just pulls people into chaos. It's not just that they play with emotions or cause drama, but they've stacked up so much bad karma from the way they've treated people. And here's the thing, anyone who gets too close to them ends up feeling that same energy. It's like their bad luck rubs off, and suddenly everything in your life starts feeling off balance. This person knows exactly what they're doing. They don't just stumble into these situations, they study people, they watch, they figure out what someone wants, and then they morph into that perfect version of themselves. They mirror desires, play the role, and try to make people believe they're everything they've ever wanted. But you, that false persona, the games, the emotional manipulation, it didn't work on you, and that's something they weren't prepared for. Let's talk about your intuition, because it was screaming at you from the very beginning. You felt it. Something was off. Maybe you couldn't quite put your finger on it, but every time they tried to pull you in, you felt this sense of indecision, hesitation, even confusion. Like, should I trust this person? Should I give them a chance? That wasn't just overthinking. That was your inner knowing telling you this isn't right. And now everything is becoming crystal clear. Now they're obsessing over you because they're not used to people seeing through their act. Most people fall for their charm, for their well-rehearsed persona. But you broke the cycle. You didn't get trapped in their web, and that's driving them crazy. They don't understand how you slipped through their control, and now they're watching, waiting, wondering if they can find a way back in. But deep down, they know you're different. You weren't meant to be another one of their games, and that realization is haunting them. They've never encountered someone like you before, someone who can see beyond the surface, who can feel the truth even when it's hidden behind a smile. Now they're trying to figure it out, trying to understand how you broke through their walls, how you saw the truth in them before they were ready to admit it to themselves. It's a game they can't win, and deep down they know it. Their power has always been in manipulation, in controlling the narrative, but with you they've met their match. Now they're stuck in the very cycle they've spent their life creating. What I'm receiving energetically is that this wasn't just some random connection. This was a divine lesson, a major life-changing lesson that was meant to wake you up, to push you forward on your spiritual journey as the divine feminine. This person, they were a test, a catalyst, a challenge designed to show you just how powerful your intuition really is. They came in with their usual tricks, the charm, the love bombing, the mind games. As the runner in this dynamic, they wanted to pull you into their world, keep you tangled in their web. But you felt it. Even when things seemed perfect on the surface, something inside you whispered, something's off, and you listened. You weren't meant to stay stuck in their cycle. You were meant to rise above it, and that's exactly what you did. Some of you might still be questioning if you made the right choice, but trust me, you did. This experience is all about your spiritual evolution as the divine feminine, and this encounter, it leveled you up. You didn't just dodge a bullet, You stepped into your power as the awakened feminine, and now you're on the path you were always meant to be on. You know what's wild about this? This person, cold-hearted, selfish, all about themselves, was never supposed to care. They weren't supposed to feel anything. But now they can't shake this feeling of loss. They miss you, and they can't stand the fact that they can't reach you. The very same person who thought they could play the divine feminine is now the one feeling rejected, and let me tell you, this has completely shattered their ego. They thought they had control, but the way you cut them off before they could even get their hooks in, that hit them hard. Now they're spiraling. They're out here talking about you, running their mouth to anyone who will listen, twisting the story to make it seem like they're the victim. Classic wounded masculine behavior, right? Instead of admitting that you saw through their games, they're out there making it seem like you did them wrong. And if you were ever in any kind of connection with this person, or even just entertained their energy for a little while, they're definitely out there making up their own version of what happened. It's giving wounded masculine energy. But here's the real kicker. You were a wake-up call for them. You made them realize that their usual tricks don't work on the awakened divine feminine. You weren't like the others, and that messed with their head. Now the very thing they tried to do to you, it's happening to them. They're feeling that same pain, that same rejection, and it's forcing them to face themselves in a way they never have before. What I'm really picking up here is you met them at their own energy, not in a way where you played games or stooped to their level, but you matched them, reflected back exactly what they were putting out. This is classic mirror soul dynamics. They tried, oh they tried. Some of you they actually did cause chaos, left their fingerprints on moments meant to be peaceful, tried to shake your emotions, maybe even break you, but plot twist, it backfired because now they're the ones feeling it. And it's interesting because now they think there's some kind of soul connection between you two, just because you said no, just because you pulled your energy back. This is the type of person who always wants what they can't have. It's their pattern. They chase, they play with emotions, they make empty promises, they mirror people, they love bomb, and they get away with it, usually. But not this time. That's why they keep trying to come back, even if it's just to pick a fight, throw some words around, get a reaction out of you. But it's misplaced anger. Yeah, they're mad, but deep down they're actually just hurt. This is someone who doesn't know how to handle that. They don't cry, they don't break down, they lash out. Anger is their cover-up, their mask. If you enjoyed this video so far, subscribing to the channel is a beautiful way to support the channel and help me continue sharing guidance from the heart. Here's the real kicker. The energy they tried to throw onto you, it's hitting them now, hard. And it's forcing them to face something they've probably never had to face before, an ego death. The truth is, they can't keep up the act anymore. All their usual tricks, all the games they played, none of it works on the awakened divine feminine anymore. Deep down, they know that. That's why they're scrambling, trying to make sense of everything, but all they're doing is digging themselves deeper into a hole. The walls they've built around themselves, they're crumbling. Now they have to rebuild from the ground up. But here's the thing, this is what they need. This breakdown, this moment of clarity, it's the very thing that could lead them to real transformation. But it's going to be a painful process, one they can't avoid, no matter how much they try to distract themselves. What I'm sensing energetically right now is profound. My intuition is telling me that their third eye is completely blocked, and their emotional energy is scattered. This person is used to being detached, emotionally distant, playing games and pretending things don't affect them. But now, right now, they're feeling it. Their emotions are like a storm they can't control, and that storm, you triggered it. You came into their life, rejected them and shattered their ego. You broke down their walls and now they're having a mental breakdown over it. Instead of taking responsibility for what happened, they're trying to twist the narrative, they're trying to manipulate everything, turning the story around to make you the bad guy. They might even be saying they rejected you, or that they ended things, but trust me, it's all part of their plan. They're trying to manipulate everyone around them, using these lies to control the situation and shift the focus. But deep down, they know exactly what's going on. Here's the truth. This person is being forced to face themselves in a way they never have before. They've spent so long building walls, acting like nothing touches them, like they're above it all. But the moment you came in, you cracked open a door they didn't even know existed within them. Now they can't run from the truth anymore. That's the power you hold as the divine feminine, the power to bring things to light, to make people confront what they've been avoiding. Remember though, this is not your battle to fight. Your energy as the divine feminine is meant to shift and elevate, not to engage in their drama. This person is in the middle of their own emotional storm, and while they're trying to draw you in, to make you part of their chaos, it's up to you to stay grounded in your truth. Your path as the divine feminine is one of peace, clarity, and self-love. You don't need to play their game, because your light is already illuminating the path for you. Stay true to yourself and let the universe take care of the rest. This is your time to rise above it all. You've done the work of transformation, and now it's about letting go and trusting in what's unfolding. The universe is clearing the way, guiding you toward what you truly deserve. Keep shining, keep loving yourself, and keep embracing your journey as the awakened divine feminine. You're stepping into a space where only what aligns with your true essence will remain. In this quiet power, you'll witness miracles unfold, ones you never saw coming. It's not about controlling the outcome, but about trusting that everything that's meant for you will find its way. As for this person, their journey is theirs to walk. Your light doesn't need to dim to make room for anyone else. It's already doing its work, healing, illuminating, and transforming everything in its path. As you continue forward, remember this: every step you take in faith, in love, and in truth is bringing you closer to the life you've always dreamed of. Your heart is the compass, and it's leading you exactly where you need to be. Don't look back. Don't question your worth. What's ahead is far greater than anything you're leaving behind. The universe has bigger plans for you, and this chapter is just the beginning. Keep moving, keep growing, and let your heart be the beacon that guides you to your heart's purpose. The energy I'm receiving right now feels heavy and intense. There's a deep, wounded energy surrounding this situation, and it feels like someone is really hurting, trying to keep it hidden, but it's spilling out. You can feel the weight of it. What I'm picking up is that this is tied to someone who's been trying to manipulate the situation, trying to twist the narrative and make themselves out to be the one who was rejected, the one who walked away. But here's the thing, they're not fooling anyone. Deep down, they're trying to escape their own emotions, but they simply can't. You've been the catalyst for a deep change, a shift that's forcing them to face what they've been running from. The energy is telling me they can't hide from their own heartache any longer. You've broken through their walls, cracked open that misplaced confidence they once had. You've made them face their ego, and that's no easy task. They're angry, filled with inner conflict, because they feel like they've lost. You didn't play their game, and now they're stuck trying to process what just happened. This person views life like one big competition, and relationships, they're no different. They thrive on manipulation, love bombing, and keeping people stuck in their orbit. But with you, that didn't work. Now they're sitting in the mess they've made, the very energy they tried to project onto you, the confusion, the rejection, the manipulation, it's all back on them, and it's eating them up inside. They're angry and hurt, trying to come up with ways to run into you, to catch your attention. But here's the kicker. They're too late. They've been watching you, keeping tabs on you through social media, trying to figure out what you're up to. But no matter how hard they try, they can't take back what's already been done. The truth is, you've got this radiant divine feminine energy that they simply can't control. You're the one with the joy, the happiness, the strength that they can only dream of, and it's making them feel all kinds of ways they never expected. What they wanted to use to control you is now turning inward, and it's breaking their heart. They're facing their own inner turmoil, and no amount of manipulation can change that now. Now they're forced to confront the mess they've created, the emptiness they've been running from for so long. There's no more running from the truth, no more hiding behind the games they used to play. Their own reflection is staring back at them, and they can't escape it. The weight of their actions is too much to bear, and deep down they know that the only way forward is to face the pain they've caused, both for themselves and for you. It's in this moment that they begin to see things clearly. They realize that all the walls they built to protect themselves were just keeping them isolated. The love they've been craving was always right in front of them, but they pushed it away. Now they're left alone with the consequences of their choices, grappling with the realization that they were the one who walked away from something real. What I'm sensing is incredible manifestation energy around you. You have this magical, almost alchemical energy about you, like you can create anything just by aligning with your highest self. And people feel that. They're drawn to your light, your vibrant divine feminine energy. They're like moths to a flame. But here's the thing. Some people, unfortunately, are looking to take advantage of that. They target souls like yours, souls with pure, powerful energy. They'll come into your life seeming all warm and inviting, trying to attach themselves to you, making you feel like they're safe to be around. But the truth? They're setting a soul trap. Once they've got you hooked, they'll try to drain you, take your energy without you even realizing. They're energy vampires. The tricky part is, they often don't even know they're doing it. Some people don't realize that they're feeding off others. They might thrive on being around people, but they can't stand on their own. That's exactly what this person did. They saw your light, your energy, and thought they could take it. They thought they could steal it from you. Here's the thing, they're really trying to pull some strings now. It's like they've got a whole plan, and they're trying to make it look like it's all meant to be, like the universe is bringing you two together, but deep down they just want something from you. They want your energy. You've got this beautiful, soulful, divine feminine energy, and they don't even understand their own energy, because they're so used to just taking from others and running with it. The truth is, they're feeling lost. The transformation you're creating in them right now, it's powerful. You're showing them what true strength looks like. See, they've been living with this huge ego, thinking they're the best thing around, the best thing since sliced bread. They believe no one's like them. They think they're the prize, but now you've got them questioning everything about themselves, and honestly, that's a big deal. It's like their ego is dying. They've never met anyone like you before. You've got boundaries, you're intuitive, you can see right through them, and they're stunned by it. They don't know how you do it. Normally, they'd be in control. They'd be the ones setting things up, making everything fall into place their way. They'd come in all charming, giving you exactly what you think you want, but not with you. With you, the tables have turned. They're seeing you as the one with the power. They're chasing you now, trying to be where you are, trying to make things feel like fate. You might even find yourself running into them more than usual. And trust me, if you don't think it's on purpose, it totally is. They're thinking about you non-stop, overanalyzing everything, trying to figure out what they can do to be good enough for you. You've put them on a pedestal. But here's the twist. They're starting to chase you in a way they usually don't. They're used to people chasing them, feeding off the energy of others. They like that. But with you, it's different. Now they're the ones looking at you like you're the prize. You flipped the script, and now they're chasing something they never thought they'd have to chase. The energy I'm receiving feels perfectly balanced right now. It feels like this person can't quite reach you. They're trying everything they can to run into you, but it's not working. Here's the thing though, if you're seeing them a lot, it's no accident. It's like they've been planning it all along. This person has literally orchestrated this, and it's not just a coincidence. I'm picking up some strong fire and water energy in this reading, and what's fascinating is that you're meeting them with perfect equilibrium. I'm getting the sense that you match vibes, like you're someone who mirrors energy, definitely an empath. They don't know that you're not giving them the attention they expect, but you've got them chasing you instead. You're not the one chasing after them. It's like they're putting all their energy into you. But here's the deeper truth. They're not chasing you. They're chasing your energy, your light. Whoever I'm speaking to right now, listen closely. You need to be so mindful of who you bring into your life. People will want to be around you, yes, but not for the right reasons. They're after the power of what you bring. Just like I mentioned earlier, energy vampires often don't even realize what they're doing spiritually, but they're so hooked on you, on your energy. You need to protect it. Guard your happiness. It's almost funny though, because this person, they've been planning, they've been trying to run into you, and it's just not working. They feel completely stuck right now. The universe is reminding you that you have the power to stay grounded, to maintain that perfect equilibrium between your own energy and the world around you. Keep your focus, protect your space, and don't let anyone or anything pull you off course. Right now, what's happening with this person is profound. They're finally letting go. They're releasing this tight grip they had on their ego, the walls they built around themselves, and even this player mindset they've been carrying for so long. They used to believe that everyone was out to get them, and because of that they wore this armor, staying cold, distant, and cutting, thinking the world was against them, and in some ways it may have been true for them. They've been hurt, they've been betrayed, and it led them to adopt this survival mode, where every person is a threat, and it's all about me against the world. But something is changing. Something big is happening within them. They're facing this awakening, this ego death. They're realizing that they can't control everything, that the games they used to play don't work on the awakened divine feminine anymore. This is huge for them. It's like a massive wake-up call, where everything they've known is shifting. Here's the thing though, in the future they'll come back, not with the same energy they once had. They'll approach you differently. Instead of coming in with lies, manipulations, and a heart full of games, they'll bring something real, a genuine, healed masculine energy. But right now, they're still playing games, trying to get under your skin, trying to manipulate. They don't know how to deal with you because you're not giving them the control they're used to. You, though, you're not just standing your ground, you're inspiring them. You've thrown them off their pedestal, and in this beautiful divine way, you're making them face their truth. They can't lie to you, they can't fool you, and now they're facing their ego death. They're realizing that everything they thought was important, it wasn't. Now they're trying to change. They're working on becoming the kind of person worthy of the divine feminine. You've completely flipped the script. In a way, you're healing them. Yes, you, the same person they tried to play. You're showing them a different way to live, one that's not based on manipulation, one that's rooted in respect and true connection. And what's wild? They're praying, they're manifesting, they're hoping, they're seeing you as someone who helped them heal. You've caused this massive shift in their life, and honestly, they're not the same anymore. They used to see themselves as above everyone else. Now they see you as someone far above them. You've knocked them off that pedestal they built for themselves, and now you stand there, higher than they could have ever imagined. It's not just ego, they're realizing you're on a completely different level. Here's the real kicker. This whole journey, it's an awakening for them. They're growing, changing, and healing, all because of you. They're going through a spiritual awakening, and you're the catalyst for it all. Will they get another chance with you? That's up to you. But what's undeniable is that they've fallen for you, in a way that goes beyond the surface. You've helped them see love differently, and honestly, they'll never forget you. You may be the one person who changed their entire perspective on life, love, and everything in between. This feels like a beautiful place to close the reading, as we reflect on the transformation and growth happening here. So that's all I have for you guys. If it resonated, let me know. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in my next reading.